Welcome to Lakeland, Florida, USA, also known as Swan City. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love Lakeland. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Lakeland, Florida, USA. Population around 120,000. Now just for context, we have a map here. We have circled Lakeland. Lakeland is 40 minutes from Tampa and 50 minutes from Orlando. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love Lakeland. People love Lakeland because of Circle B Bar Reserve, a hauntingly beautiful spot in Lakeland, perhaps one of the most beautiful in all of Polk County. Circle B Bar Reserve is a reminder that Florida is very much a part of the Deep South. Located on the northwest shore of Lake Hancock, this former 1,267-acre cattle ranch is now a preserved area practically humming with southern flora and fauna. Centuries-old oak trees draped with ribbons of Spanish moss line the roads that lead into the reserve. Among the top things to do in the park are hiking along the trails, photography, picnicking, and wildlife spotting. The reserve is part of the Great Florida Birding Trail, so bird watchers ought to be on the lookout for eagles, osprey, red-shouldered hawks, wild turkey, and white ibis, among many other bird species. Other animals include otters, bobcats, armadillos, frogs, and turtles. People love Lakeland because of Hollis Garden. Overlooking the sprawling Lake Mirror Park, Hollis Garden is a 1.2-acre botanical garden that explodes with vibrant blossoms across many different themed sections. The architecture surrounding the garden is neoclassical, creating an elegant space in which to enjoy the public art, fountains, and gorgeous rows of more than 10,000 flowers, shrubs, and trees. Some of the highlights of this popular tourist attraction includes its roses, a butterfly trail, and a stunning grand staircase. Plus, the gardens have views of Lake Mirror in the background. Water features heavily in the design of the garden thanks to the gravity-fed fountain that brings water down to Lake Mirror. A lily pond and koi pond are also part of the display. People love Lakeland because of Publix Park at Joker Marchant Stadium. Detroit Tiger fans are very familiar with Publix Field at Joker Marchant Stadium. That is because Lakeland has been the winter home of the Detroit Tigers for a century. It's also the regular season home of the minor league teams Lakeland Flying Tigers and the Gulf Coast Tigers. The original stadium opened in 1966 and has undergone several renovations since then. Most recently, the stadium added new covered sections, more box seats and air-conditioned areas, more concessions, restrooms, and wheelchair-accessible seating. People love Lakeland because of Lake Mirror. The focal point of downtown Lakeland is Lake Mirror and Lake Mirror Park. If you visited Hollis Garden, then you've certainly seen the lake. Named for its glassy, calm surface, Lake Mirror is one of the most beautiful of the city's many local lakes. Surrounding the lake is the gorgeous Lake Mirror Park, a 32-acre jewel of the city. 18 of the park's acres are taken up by the lake. 7 acres of open space surround the lake, and an additional 7 acres are designed for parks and public recreation. The most visited area of the park is no doubt its meandering promenade, which dates back to the 1920s. It was part of Florida's City Beautiful movement, which was an architectural and urban planning movement designed to give cities a dose of elegance and grandeur. The promenade's decorative lampposts, Corinthian columns, and boulevard-like vibe will certainly give visitors the sense of style and place. Lake Mirror Park is the heart of the community, hosting nearly 20 events every year, the most famous of which are the Christmas Parade and the Classic Car Show. People love Lakeland because of Frank Lloyd Wright's architecture at Florida Southern. Believe it or not, Lakeland is the home of one of the largest collections of Frank Lloyd Wright architecture. The pioneer of organic architecture first visited Florida Southern campus in 1938 and produced 18 building designs for the school over 2 decades. Today, the college campus is the largest single-site collection of Wright's architecture in the world. Among the many beautiful landmarks on the campus is the Ann Pfeiffer Chapel, which was the first building to be built for the campus. The chapel is defined by its 65-foot bell tower as well as sweeping vaulted skylights that flood the space in natural light. People of Lakeland because of Lake Hollingsworth. Another one of Lakeland's impressive lakes is the massive Lake Hollingsworth. The circular lake spans 350 acres and is wreathed by a bike walkway known as Lake to Lake Trail. The beautifully kept lake is blanketed with groves of lily pads and wreathed in thick trees. At sunset, the entire surface of the water comes alive with bright oranges, purples, and pinks. Because the lake is so well maintained, you'll find locals and visitors enjoying its year-round for jogging and running, swimming and boating. Keep a lookout for the beautiful birds that call Lake Hollingsworth home. People of Lakeland because of Lake Morton. Though small in size, Lake Morton delivers in terms of beautiful wildlife, home to hundreds of birds and many of them swans. The lake is centrally located between Lake Mirror and Lake Hollingsworth. Lake Morton sits at the heart of the Lake Morton Historic Districts, which date back to 1906. Many of the homes around the lake were built in the 1920s. Today, visitors to the lake enjoy the bike trails, walking paths, and close proximity to Florida Southern College and the Polk Museum of Art. People of Lakeland because of Colt Creek State Park. Getting lost in Colt Creek State Park is a truly magical experience. The sprawling 5,000-acre state park is one of the most enchanting in the state, with flowing waterways, majestic cypress trees, and thousands of species of wildlife. Wander the 15 miles of multi-use trails within the preserve to discover the many lakes and creeks, the forest, and native residents that include eagles, deer, alligators, and otters. Among the many things to do in the park are bird watching, hiking, cycling, and horseback riding. The meandering creeks also are perfect for canoeing and kayaking. Bird enthusiasts will love the park for the more than 150 species of birds that call it home. In fact, the park is part of the Great Florida Birding Trail. People of Lakeland because of Lake Parker Park. Of the 38 named lakes in Lakeland, Florida, Lake Parker is the largest of the bunch at 3.4 square miles. Surrounding the lake is the 88-acre Lake Parker Park. The two together create one of the best destinations in Lakeland for outdoor recreation. Most of the visitors to the park will be exploring its many paved walking trails. Beyond walking, Lake Parker Park has a boat ramp, a playground, spots for fishing, picnic pavilions, shuffleboard, soccer fields, and tennis courts. Those casting a line in the lake will be able to catch largemouth bass, bluegill, and crappie. People of Lakeland because of Polk Museum of Art. In addition to the iconic Frank Lloyd Wright architecture, Florida Southern College is also home to the Polk Museum of Art. Overlooking Lake Morton, the museum has been open for more than 50 years as an institution of art, history, and science. The collection has more than 2,800 pieces, including works by Andy Warhol, Pablo Picasso, and Marc Chagall. The reasons provided in this video are not all the reasons why people love Lakeland. If you've got a reason why you love Lakeland, pop it in the comments section. I'll make another video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Ciao for now!